Hey everyone, this is Genesis. I'm coming back to you with another scripting video. Today this is for dissension. I'm going to be making a function that is constantly going around and checking for AI units that are stuck and attempting to move them around, and if not, just simply deleting them. I think would be the best solution. Sometimes AI units have a habit of getting stuck when spawning in bad locations or on certain maps, not being able to really move. So we're going to be trying to resolve that now. Or give them a chance at least before they get deleted. Now I had a couple functions in the past that I've written I'll be referencing, but I think we're mostly writing this from scratch, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Now this is for dissension. I'm assuming this will be something that could be easily pulled out, like most of the code for dissension can easily be pulled out and used in other missions or things as well. And I guess we should really quickly talk about dissension while I'm at it. I'm hoping to officially release this sometime, well, hopefully sometime in the next couple of weeks. We're getting a server built that I'm going to be running it on, that I would like to get as many people on the server as possible, so I'm just going to release it on there for now to help test it out and really stress test the server with lots of people on there, as many as possible I should say, because I've been doing groups of maybe like 8 to 12. The server I have right now, the testing server right now only goes up to 12. Which really makes it difficult. Really makes it difficult to test a lot of, even PvP on it. 6 versus 6 PvP is not bad, but we haven't really had a chance to test that because usually people want to play on the same team. So it would be really awesome to be able to test it. It's just really awesome to test it on a wider scale. So really fix it and get it ready that way. But one part of that is getting AI to work a little bit better. Usually they're okay, but especially when you're adding mods and the servers have slowed down, AI tend to get stuck. It's just, I need to have a thing running around that finds AI who are stuck, no enemies nearby, that just deletes them. So what I always do when I'm planning these things out is I always have kind of this, always kind of like some sketches or drawings here. Usually do it on paper. We'll do it in Paint. Why not? This new weird ass Paint 3D thing they have. This kind of helps me think through things. This one should be pretty straightforward. So, like if we have, say, the most common situation I have is we have, like I said, this is like a bunch of trees or something like here in a really heavily forested area. And I usually like to make like just a little scenario here in my mind so I can kind of think about potential problems. This will be like a road or something going through, like that, and then maybe, let's say there's like a bunch of rocks or something over here, and we're not gonna get too complicated. And then on the other side, it's just continuation of like a forest or something like that. It's very difficult for AI to path through, especially if they're in vehicles. So we're gonna say, hey, there is an AI that is, maybe there's like a tree in here that he's just stuck on. So this is just going to be an AI. He's just stuck on a tree. So how are we going to know that they're stuck, first of all? And there's a couple of problems. So we're going to say there's an AI here, and there is an enemy AI. And we'll even do like, we'll make this like the worst case possible situation is AI here. And there's an enemy AI stuck in a rock or some shit right here, and he can't move. So then we'll say this is like a distance of, I don't know, we'll just do like 100 meters or something. So it's like a 100-meter distance. So there's 2 AI, 1 friendly and 1 enemy. Both are stuck. And we're going to keep it simple now with just on foot, and then we're going to add in vehicles in a second. So the reason why I add the enemy is, well, you typically, my previous scripts I've had before, I've removed them because if there was an enemy nearby, then it wouldn't do anything, which is fine. For the most part, we might even end up doing that again. I might do it if there's a player nearby instead of enemy, because then, the AI will be stuck, and then they never would be able to fight each other. They never would get moved or deleted because they were technically within range of each other. So that script would never kick in. So first of all, this is a scenario we're going to be referencing time and time again, but we're going to go ahead and be looking at the code. The first thing we need to do is create a function. I'm just going to go ahead and create just a default function here. And let's see. We'll do stock loop, steel loop, class steel loop. This is something I started doing where sometimes when I need a function or something to run over and over again, just indefinitely, I actually create a separate function here that literally just loops. It's a call function. Actually, this should be a spawn. My bad. So this is good. Yeah, this is gonna be a spawn. And just while, and we'll, won't even bother setting up a variable for it. But while true, do this, and all it's gonna do is sleep. And we'll have it check about every minute. Should be more than acceptable. We'll have it run another function that we'll name. So it'll be called should probably set this up correctly. That we will call. Let's call it check. We'll be very creative. Stuck check. All right, just like that. And so what we'll do is every minute it'll run the stuck check command, and it'll make sure that, and then that will go through and check about unit stuck and check variables and all that kind of good stuff. And it'll be a call function, so it'll run the code really quickly, efficiently. Shouldn't cause any weird script lag. It shouldn't be getting pushed too far. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure the server runs this command right in the beginning. This is where the dedicated server exits. I'm just right here is simply where I'm going to execute this function, the spawn the loop. Right there. I'll even move it up a little bit. So this will spawn the loop here for that. And again, this will be something the server will be running. So here's the stuck check. And then we should probably actually make, under the functions folder, should probably make the, oops. Uh-oh. I might be a little tired here. Did I just, here it is, delete that. I think I'm a little out of it. So actually, this is actually func fn underscore stuck check .sqf. I swear I have made scripts before. Alright. So this function will be called every 60 seconds to check for stock units and execute code appropriately. Alright. So first thing we're going to do, this is going to be kind of a multi-purpose utility, because right now what happens as well, another issue we have, is if players recruit AI and then they crash or they quit, the AI gets transferred to the server, but AI remain there, but they just kind of sit there. That's okay, because like I don't want it happens if you quit. I don't want any of your AI disappearing, or if they're in the middle of a battle and them just stay in the battle until they die or whatever. But this will also check for AI who aren't getting movement orders, like they're sitting in one spot too long. It'll try, and then I think we'll just delete them. I think we'll do kill them, and then delete after that. And I think that's going to be the right way to go. I'm trying to think if I even want the AI to be moved from position to position. I'm trying to think how I want this to happen. Yeah, this is kind of difficult. There's not going to be one solution that fits all, but we're going to go ahead and do what we can. So we're just going to do a for each, and we're going to do all units. Now immediately it pops to mind, is using all units. Okay, we got some problems with this. Actually, let's do for each all groups. Just because I think that's going to be a little bit more manageable. Will that be? We're going to do all units. We're going to do all units. Because I'm wondering, you know, just go through every unit is fine. So if not, is player. So it's not a player. And it is not x is equal to. I'm actually wondering if it'd be quicker to do, you know, blacklist equals. It's going to be all players. We'll start the blacklist as being all players, which is an array. And then blacklist, we want to push back this west commander, east commander. We don't want to impact the commanders. Okay. We don't want to impact any of the players. And this also includes headless clients, right? And is there anyone else we don't want to impact? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. So, yeah. So if not x in blacklist. And I think that's the most efficient way to check that. And let me make sure I'm not missing something. Oh, come on. Let me make sure. Oh, I guess this is going to need to be over here. For some reason, I'm thinking there is like a different command now that checks for something's in in an array quicker. And maybe there isn't. Or is it find if? Is that new one? Is that the one I'm thinking of? So I think find if would be more efficient. Just have to kind of think, make sure I use this right. So if we want it to return, I think it would be more efficient. We're actually going to test this. We're going to load up the game and just test this. I'm actually going to shut down this loop right now. There's not going to be a lot of units, but we're going to run some of my own. And this is multiplayer, so I can't do like the exact. I have my own little custom function that tests the. Not this one. Speed test? Yeah, here we go. I like this just custom thing that I use here. Now, it's not the most accurate because of obvious reasons, but we're going to give it a shot. Alright, so what we want to find out is if I'm using in, if in is going to be quicker, or if using find if will be quicker for this. Because I got to make sure this is optimized. I'm going through a lot of units, so this is going to add up quick. So we'll run this test 1,000 times. The reason why I'm doing this is this diag code performance doesn't work in multiplayer, and I'm too lazy, and so I just run it 1,000 times. I click my own shit and then average it back just manually because I'm lazy. So the code we're going to be running is, I don't know, I'm passing player to here. It's not this. Okay. We're going to test first this code here. Okay. So let's write this up a little bit more. Then we'll just do this. We're just testing this part, this initial part here. So if not in, blacklist, then and then the other one we're going to be testing, see if this is more efficient, is going to be the find if, and I need to make sure I'm using the find if correctly here, and this is a relatively new command for me. So if I think it'd be is equal to -1 is what we want if it's not found. Okay. Okay, yeah. If so, we would essentially have, I'm going to do this just in case, blacklist find if okay, x is equal to, oh, we might need to do private u equals x. You might need to do this here, I'm wondering. Is equal to that. I think this is it. Okay, so we're gonna run this code first in here. Like, this isn't mean the most like scientific testing, but it should give us somewhat, hopefully, of an idea. Okay, once I get all loaded in all the way, I'll run the code. I'm wait for the town to spawn in. Alright. So the final result we got was, whoops. So using the n was 0.083961. And what do I return? Average time? Oh, that's the tick time. Okay. Really? That's that tick time? Oh, okay. So running it this way, and I'll make this very clear. Using x, let's see, f, x, and array then. Alright. So that took 0.08 average milliseconds to run. We'll just say 0.08 average milliseconds to run. Okay. So the next one we're going to run and test is going to be this. If that's set up correctly. I believe it is, so we're just going to run it and see. So we'll see how fast this is. Okay, and then this we got, ooh, 0.23. Yeah, we're getting similar, like I'm running it again, we're getting similar results. I mean, I'll even run that other one. That's even much quicker. So that's surprising to me that this code and I wonder if I'm seen this wrong. Like, what if I just do x? Like, if x is equal to, and if u, I'm trying to see if I can, if there's a way I can, if maybe I'm not using this right. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Yeah. Because we have this array, and essentially what I'm checking the find if command is this one unit equal to the other unit? So if this unit we're testing, we're looking at, if it's equal to any of the units in the blacklist, I think what's happening is it's running. That's actually surprising to me. I was expecting that to be much, much faster. Look at that. That's not fast at all. Wow, that's surprising. The find command is so fast. So the find command is not good the way I'm using it. I mean, the find command is much faster than the live count. Because find terminates. Oh, see, that's the problem. Is find terminates as soon as it finds an aligned unit, and so it's going through there, and it goes through every single list. So N is actually much quicker. Oh, that is surprising to me. Okay, so N is a lot faster. I was thinking the find if was like the end all be all, but I guess it is definitely not. So the N command. Because I was thinking, because the N also does, like, it's multi-purpose, like it checks to see if a value is in an array or if a unit is in a vehicle or position inside location. And this is case sensitive, so wow. All right. So, okay. So with that result then, we're just going to stick with this. So, alright. So we have that. And we're going to go ahead and whoop. So we got that figured out. We'll leave ArmA running in case I need to run some more code tests, but that's good to know that count is actually, or findef is not good for that. That's pretty slow run time for that purpose. That's interesting to me. And I might just be using it wrong or doing something wrong with there, but it's just one of those things. I don't see how else to use it more accurately because it stops whenever it finds something. So it might be quicker if it, like the first few ones are, you know, it does find something, but Alright, whatever. We're just going to move forward. So let's check those. So they're not in the blacklist for not the commanders, because obviously you don't want moving the commanders around. And we also need to do another check where there's one for every unit. This is also going to include static weapons. So static weapons and defenses, I'm assuming, are going to be checked. I'm going to back out because I need to have a blacklist also added. I'm going to add in the blacklist just certain class names as well. So that's going to be, I know there's static weapons that, well, yeah, if you're in a static weapon, I'm not going to take in consideration. I'm just going to have it right now, just ignore it completely. So, like if I so static weapon is essentially what I'm looking for. So I have to find like a way to identify what is a static weapon and what would not be a static weapon. And I'll make sure like the Centurion or those types of turrets have that. Static weapon, okay. So if you are a static weapon, we definitely don't want that. Now I always forget this for some reason. It's so easy. I need to I think it is kind of that does that. Yeah, I think I can do is kind of static weapon. So I think I can, so I can do, if it's not in the blacklist, okay, and X is not some kind of static weapon, and I believe that should work, then do the following code. So I use these little brackets here because that, if this first one is false, then it just stops right there. And so it'll check this one, and it'll check this one, and then it will check the rest of the code. Okay. I can't think of any other situation where I wouldn't want the AI, even for UAVs, getting stuck in the air somewhere. I want them to get deleted eventually. I can think of any other thing that I would want to stay around besides the commanders. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. So, right now, what the hell is this? Look at this little thing. Always forget they have these weird ass structures. Alright. So now now let's figure out if the unit is stuck or not. So what we want to do is we want to pull a variable. We'll call it this. Just stuck v to keep it short and sweet. Stuck for a stuck variable. And we'll be, we're just gonna use get pause world just because this doesn't need to be super precise. And get pause world is really fast. And I'm just gonna be checking the difference between the two variables, so it doesn't need to be super precise at all. So how are we gonna know? Going back to our situation, how do we know someone is stuck? You know, because we can't have, the engine won't be able to look at a unit and go, oh, he's obviously stuck on a rock. It won't know that. Oh, he's obviously stuck on a tiny twig. It's going to be movement based, right? So if he doesn't move within a minute, we'll say about 5 minutes. Seems more fair for me. An AI not moving for 5 minutes is quite a long time. Let's do 10 minutes. How about that? So, you know, 600 seconds, right? And this checks every minute, so 10 times. Okay, and what we're going to do is have this variable be two variables. So we're going to start at 0. Okay. It'll be stuck number stuck equals var select 1. Distance stuck equals var select 0. I did that backwards, that's okay. I could probably use params for that. I'm still learning some of these, like I'm still used to using this select. Like, can I use params for that? I'm pretty sure I can. Sometimes when I just want something to work, I just don't care. Like this should work. Well, yeah, it should work, but I'm just gonna stick with this select right now. Maybe that'll be a lot of tests we do for speed. Maybe I'll test that later. Alright. I want something that's just gonna work right now. So if distance k distance, so this is 2D from get pause world. And I'm going to go ahead and grab just a new pause is going to be get pause world x, so we get where he's at. And if the distance from the variable pulled and where they are right now is less than 5 meters, then we want to execute code, more code. And I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. I know it's going to get a little bit longer, but so say it's less than 5 meters. They haven't moved 5 meters. Okay. Then we want to go ahead and take the number equals the number plus 1, and then var, and then x set variable suck v. It's just going to be in pause. Oops, sorry. The newest position with the new number. Bam. Okay. And we do want to do a check in here. If we want to check right here. If the number is greater than is equal to well, we said 10 minutes, so that'll be checking every 10 times, right? Then do this, else do this. So if it's at 10, I want it to just delete the unit, or do some other checks before we delete the unit. Okay, so we're going to do, if it's at 10, then we want to do some other checks. Private. Actually, let's use all players here. And I do want to check for the closest player. So I am going to use my closest object function here. Is it closest? Closest? Is that how I spell it? Whoa, that's so big. Yeah. Yeah, so let's open up that function. This function has gone through a lot of revision. And this should be a switch case. I think I'm going to change this up and make it a switch case right now. I'm just going to go ahead and copy the way I use it for one of these. A lot of little optimizations do add up over time, so it is worth to do it. But man, when you are working with a huge list, it just gets really, really annoying. Yes, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Oh. After I write this, I'm going to come back and optimize that a little bit more. Alright. So we do want to go ahead and check. So the list will be checking is all players. And it's okay if it includes the headless clan, I don't care. The object is going to be obviously the unit. The order is going to be true for closest, right? And I believe let's see. Order equals true means closest first. Okay. And this is just identify in case an error happens. I'm going to do stuck for ST. This makes it easier if I need to control, like sometimes an error will pop up and it'll show me the parameter, then I can easily find it throughout all my scripts in here, what the problem child is. So that'll run that. So if distance 2D is, so if the distance between the closest player object and the unit is greater than, I'm just going to say 200. Keep it short and sweet. Then we're going to do one last check, right? Of and you know, is the AI in a vehicle or not? And what was that? Is it parent? Object parent? Yeah. This command, I just love copy and pasting this command. So, foot. If he is on foot, then that's easy. Then we'll just do X set damage 1. Okay. Else, we just want to reach crew I'm trying to think, this returns the object itself, right? I'm pretty sure it does, so it's something I'll test in game real quick right now as well. There we go. So I'm assuming score F will return the vehicle. We're going to do X. So X set damage 1. And then finally X then F set damage 1. Alright, so that's the damage and killing them number, okay? This is going to be, this variable is going to be the number of times they've been moved. I think I'm going to add one more variable, okay? Do private number of total moved equals var select 2. And 1 second. Okay, sorry, I was responding to a message there. Well, let's see here. So where did I leave off? Okay, yeah. So I know I was kind of just talking a lot of nonsense there. I want to keep this function as short and sweet as possible, and I don't really like adding all this shit, but so why am I adding an extra number here for total number of moves? This is the total number of times that a unit has been moved. So what I want to do before I just start killing units here is, like, let's forget my example here. Hoop. So say this guy is stuck. Well, maybe I want to move him. We'll have the script, instead of trying to kill him right away, I'll try moving him here, or here, or here. But if he constantly is getting moved around all the time, for like 30 minutes, it's just him getting moved around, and he's not moving still, there's a greater issue than he's just stuck in a tree or something. Like, something is wrong with the AI, which even vanilla AI has so many fucking issues where they just get stuck. So then we just, at that point, we just need to give up and kill the damn unit. And sometimes they just don't. They just get broke. They're just broken. Alright. So, alright, everybody started up to test something. It was, it was this command here. Okay, to see, does that return the vehicle? So I'm going to go ahead and purchase a vehicle here. And, ooh, look at this. I forgot I did this. Let's see, what color do I want here? I want the IDAP one. I'll have that. I'm going to hide the doors, hide the bumpers. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, what I want to see is, does this return my vehicle? So if this deletes my vehicle, then yes, it does. Oh, I'm doing is null, my bad. Yes, okay. So actually, what I'm going to do, since I don't run this code multiple times, is store it in a variable. Object parent equals there. And okay, if it is null, then it will just set damage to the unit. Otherwise, it's damage to each of the crew inside, and it's damage to the vehicle itself. Alright. So that's all fine and dandy. Do I actually need this? Because you know what? We might need to do this third variable here, because this will keep track of it anyway. And if you get moved 10 times, if you hit 10, no, I do need that, because you could be in combat, you could be in battle, or the enemy could be close by, and this one situation here, and it could move. Yeah, so you could be just sitting there waiting. That's why they're not moving. So I need to do a check. I need to have them moved and then do it again. So I do need that other variable. Damn. Okay. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. I just can't think of it. Let's go ahead and test this idea here real quick. So I want to just test. Make this even shorter. If I use params here. Does that work? And we'll do hint, string, and stk. I thought you could do something like that. I thought you could do something like that, but maybe you cannot. So if I do like hint, string, var select 0, will that work? Oh, did I break it? Oh, no, it's fine. What? Oh, that's weird. Oh, is it get world pause? Wait. I messed something up. Let's get pause world. Yeah, I know it's get pause world. Oh, this is X. Oh, I'm being stupid. Oh, that's why I'm being dumb. Okay, let's... Okay. Oh, see, that does work. The params does work. So this should be 0. Yeah, okay. So let's just use that. So using the select, I can come in through here and just do params and use that instead. Sweet. Alright, and that X there is correct. Okay. And we're doing another if statement. Okay, if the number of times he's been moved, it's going to be right here. So it gets up to 10 again. If the number of times he's been moved is equal to, we're going to say this is your third time being completely moved around, which is like 30 minutes. then I want it to just completely delete you. I just want it to kill you. Alright. So that's where all this code is going to be in. All this code is going to be in. Oh wait, did that weird? Yeah, that was right. So if you've been moved around a total of 3 times already, then I just want it to kill you, as long as there's no players nearby. Right? And if you haven't, that's when we want it to move you. Okay? So move unit before attempting to destroy it. And over here, we have tried to move the unit 2 other times, or I'll say 3 times. Now we just destroy it. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I'm just kind of seeing how this works. So the unit hasn't moved, like, let's move 5 meters, and that's a pretty small distance to check. And it hasn't moved 5 meters for the past 30, well, it'll be 10 minutes. 5 minutes? 10 minutes, for the past 10 minutes. Then, oh wait, I went this way. Okay, if it hasn't moved for 10. Yeah, then we just keep adding to this number. And if it hasn't moved for the past 10 minutes, then, oh, okay. So then we need to go and see if we need to do something else. Okay. Got it. Alright. Okay. So at the very end of this, we're going to be increasing its movement. So we want to try to move it. Now this movement code, I might look at my old one for it. Actually, let's see. Do I like the way I did it? Let's go ahead and grab this and see what I did, and we'll go from there. So you want to move the unit. There we are. And I'm just going to have them move towards the nearest enemy. I believe I have a function for that. I sure do. Looks like one of my oldest functions. So what do I do? I just, yeah, okay. Man, I remember these. So we're gonna get there, and it's gonna be closest enemy is going to be call. Bam. So they're gonna find the closest enemy. We're gonna move roughly 250 meters towards that enemy or around that enemy. Yeah, we'll see that as it is right now. We're gonna find hopefully roads that are within 100 meters of that position. And this is for if we don't find anything, it just finds the closest. Roads to the enemy. Just want to safe pause around that position. As the surface is water. We're just going to ignore that. I should not be placing them into water. I'd hope not. Yeah. We'll even increase this to 400 meters. That should be more than enough. Okay. So try to move the unit. So it tries to move the unit to a position here. Okay, and we're just going to do vehicle X set pause. It's going to move just the vehicle that way, and that'll move himself, or the entire vehicle, which will be good. And then it moves it up in TM+1. It's good. It just moved them, and then we also do need to reset. Oh well, yeah, it's probably not a bad idea to reset this count here. I didn't remove them. Let's give them reset them. All right. Now I think what I'm going to do is force this code to run and see what errors pop up and try to fix that. And first I want to go through closest object and fix some things up. Okay, so I want to use a switch case here. Instead of a lot of these if-then statements, a switch case would be a lot more efficient, and I just haven't done it because I'm lazy. And like I'm lazy, I'm so lazy to the point where I'm looking for a really easy one to copy and just modify. Yeah, like this. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. Bam. I'm going to go back to closest object. Switch type name object. If it's object, if it's string, if it's array, if it's group. I want to do these things like that. This should be much quicker because I use this object or this command quite a bit. So, okay. Whoops, that actually startled me. Alright. And this is a very similar thing here, but I think we type name X. Position is going to be compare object pause, and then object is going to be underscore X. And we're done. And we're using count, and actually count is slower than for each if you have to return true, apparently. So we just use for each. And bam. Alright, so we are going to try, before I even do anything here, I'm going to try to manually run this code. Not this code. This code, and I'm sure we're going to get error messages here. Oh, that's okay. I want to see what the errors are so I can fix it. So we got, first one is DSTK, distance, and pause less than 5. Genetic error expressions. So kind of looking at what the genetic error expression would be. If the distance 2D between these two distances is less than 5, then so that's telling me that one of these is maybe undefined. So what we're going to do is do system chat string this and this. So the first one, DSTK, is 0, which is an obvious silly problem. I was being silly here. So the number is the second one. The distance is the first one. I got those variables mixed up. So I ran it, and I didn't get any errors. So what we're going to do is create a situation here. Let's see, execute VM scripts. I know someone told me that there's a better Zeus out there to use. I've not done this yet. Alright, so I'm going to create an AI. I am going to disable his movement. Cursor object, disable AI. Does it move? I think. That way he can't move. And I want to run this on him, and we're going to set up a hint string cursor object get variable. It's this. So we're going to run this. So right now that should return nothing. Yeah. So if I run this chunk again, yeah, it returns something. So it's at 1. So I'm going to run the code. This is probably really messing up the game. That's okay. It's at 2. So once it gets to 10, it should do something. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he disappeared. And you can see here he is. They moved him a little bit closer to the nearest enemy. I found a good position for him. Cool. Now, we should have to run it 10 more times for him to be moved, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there, I get miscounted. There's 10. Okay. He has a waypoint now, which is fine. Now, I just want to, this time it should kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it didn't. Did I miscount that maybe? I moved him 3 times. So now, well, no, this is the 3rd time, so it should kill him this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I miscount? Yeah, see, it's not killing him. And then we can test this theory, and I can go ahead and run this code. He's at 3 right there, and so this should be killing him. But it's not. So it's telling me something's wrong with this code. So, oh, it's because I'm right on top of his face. I forgot about that check, so I'm gonna teleport over here. Where is he? Here's this camera. Now he's dead. Because I was 100 meters away. Okay. I think having a distance, well, yeah. So I'm actually pretty happy with that right now. I think that'll fix a lot of issues with, that should fix a lot of issues. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get back to here. have that run every 60 seconds. It'll run that check. You can see I was spamming the shit out of that thing and it caused too much performance hit. It's 64 lines of code. Not too happy with that, but you know, I think that's not bad. And so that will go through and delete anyone. And I was thinking maybe they should even teleport if the player's nearby, but I really only want to check that if they're being deleted, so we're not running that too much. So let's go ahead and let's see here. This video's already been so long, so I think we'll go ahead and just export it here. Hit play. Make sure the thing launches with no errors with that change. And I'm gonna do a new game. Alright. Just to make sure I get no massive error messages. I should have gotten them by now. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Here's a good chance to test. Or I don't even know if I fixed this yet. I'm getting boats. Yeah, I need to fix this. Look at that. Boats supposed to spawn you. There's on the water. And they are not doing that. So, might as well fix that real quick while you guys are here. Alright, let's go ahead and, whoop. This should be a quick fix. Tablet. What? Okie dokie. So, let's see, create vehicle. Oh yeah. Ah, moving shit around. This kind of ship. Alright, so it's UAV. If it's not UAV, if it's an air or ship, it should be finding a safe position. Now this should be finding alright, hint string to type of vehicle X is kind of ship. Did I do that right? Okay, I have a hard time seeing in that damn thing. Oh. Vehicle's type of, okay, if vehicle is kind of ship, then hint go. Okay. So that command does work. So if the class name is a kind of ship, which I am in a ship, Then here's find safe pause, which so I need to make sure I'm still looking for water. Uh, oh, ooh, okay. Water Fox, you feeling alright there? Okay. So find safe position is a very nice Behemoth command that I'm sure I will rewrite at some point in time. That you use, you give it the center, minimum distance, maximum distance, object distance, water mode, which is a problem. Cannot be, must be in water. See, there we go. That's my, well, wait. Aha, see, I got the object distance mixed up. So this is the water mode right here. And we can test this by if I go into scripts, tablet, I just redefine the tablet here. Scripts, tablet, SQF. Redefine the function on the fly. I'm going to teleport myself to the barracks. Oopsie! Well, that didn't work out too well. Alright, we're just going to respawn. And respawn. Alright. So I ran this. Now if I go ahead and get a boat. Oh shit! It's finding a road. Something else going on here. Oh man. Oh, it's supposed to be an easy fix. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is just awful. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have this hint. Boat. I should see it even running. And make sure I did that right. Let me make sure I read this right here. So we have the center, the minimum distance, max distance, object distance, water mode. So this right here is water mode. Okay. Max grade, shore mode, blacklist plus default pause. Okay. Must be in waters too. So let's just make sure that it's even running. It is running that command, but it's still putting me on the road. Oh, you know why? Because I put the private right there. I'm stupid. See, a lot of the commands I have that you'll run into if you're ever scripted is just these like, oh, I can't believe I did that thing. And it's still doing it. Okay, copy to clipboard string position fin. Oh. Yeah. I should probably make sure that I copy the right script. So what happens when you try to hurry? Boats, speed boat. These boats have, oh sweet, wait, what? Rescue. There we go. Now that was a little sketch. That was a little sketchy. It was like right on the edge. Let's see how well that works with F1. Well, it put me in the water. but not deep out in the water. Okay, so I think the shore mode, it's not to be in a shore. Shore mode's on 0. So the shore mode's on 0, it does not to be in a shore. And the max terrain steepness. So here's water mode, max grade. Okay, so what do we just, if we're looking for water, maybe it's because the shore is like the most even. What's because the maximum gradient is being taken into account. Oh! It really likes that shore. Okay. So why do you like the shore so much, game? Why does this command love the shore so much? I'm gonna go ahead and just up that to 1,000, just see what happens. Yeah, it's better. So, you know, I'm gonna be that guy, and I'm gonna go ahead and, since this command's only running on, you know, an individual's computer, I'm gonna do 2,000 meters, so that way you can't like just teleport around the map heavily. Like, you know, just get into like a lake in your enemy's base with a salt boat. But that should make it, yeah, that's much better. Okay. Alright, so with that, we're going to go ahead and end this here. This video. We added a way to keep AI from simply just getting stuck forever. Eventually they will be deleted and cleaned up. And I actually really enjoy the new boat physics. Damn. Actually really nice. Boom! Ha! That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Is that going to come back up? Is it sunk? Oh, it's like sunk. That's really cool. I'm having fun. Alright, everyone, thanks. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.